Lisa Schmid with the Stamper Studio. Welcome to Saturday in the studio. If you played bingo last night, how fun was that? We made some beautiful cards, which I will show you in a moment. And people who played bingo have a very special ordering special, which they have heard about. So let me go ahead and get started. I'm going to use a free stamp set today, and that would be one in the Sale-a-bration catalog. So here is the stamp set I'm going to use.
Straighten your paper. It's making my
Straighten my paper. There we go. Okay.
Right
I'm just going to put a little piece of tape there so it stays, because while it's straight on the screen, it's crooked on me. So there we go. Okay, so textures and frames. I was like, oh, I think that's a really fun set. Okay, so then I got it, and I let it sit there for probably a month. And now I thought, okay, let's see what we can do with this. And I am only actually using these three today. So cute. Are you ready? I'm also going to feature this stamp set, Biggest Wish, because I love this stamp set with the bold and the script. So, are you ready? Let's start. I'm going to work my way up to my favorite, okay? I don't know if you start with your favorite or work your way up to it, but I'm going to start with this one. And look at, how fun is that? It's a very simple, sorry, I went too fast. Yes, I just realized that. As soon as I took it away, I was like, oh, I went too fast. It's a very simple card, and you know, sometimes I use all die cutting. Well, today it's really all stamping, which is easy and fun. The one thing you need to have is you need to have something to clean your stamps in between each card or each color. So let's go ahead and get out this fun little spiral. So the stamps come like this. You know, they come in between two layers of plastic. Here's what I do. I throw that piece away, or you could use it as a window sheet. Good morning, Sandy. And then I stick these on here, just to show you. Boop. And this last one, like that. I have that one on a block already. And then I put that like that. That's how I store them. Like I said, this piece I just either use as a window sheet or toss. Okay, so let's go ahead.
Morning, Sandy.
Dave wanted to say good morning too. Let's go ahead and stamp. I'm going to start with Calypso Coral. And again, I said I'm just using the circle. I'm going to go off a little bit here. Oh, you know what I do want is the pad, because I can see through here that middle, can I do it? Dave said no. That like makes me want to do it even more.
I heard it pop off.
Okay. So I'm going to flip it over. Yeah. If you use your pad, you have with photopolymer, it definitely gets a little bit more of the stamp. Ooh, that's really dark. Okay. Then we have to clean it. Otherwise, we are going. Let's try. We have to clean it. Otherwise, we end up doing this right here. Do you see that? Yep. That's okay. There's an easy way to get rid of that too. And I'm going to go from darkest to lightest.
Morning, Diane.
And just work my way up. Clean that off again. Go to the next one. Oh, this one was Pale Papaya. And this last one, believe it or not, is Petal Pink. But it kind of looks like a yellowy sort of, I don't know, it fits. It fits. So I'm going to stamp with my thanks. So let's get our little thanks out. I'm going to skip that word. You see what it is? I won't even say it since after Dave's comment last night. I'm going to skip that word. Okay. So we'll go ahead and use the thanks. And I'm going to, oops, my block is wet. I'm going to stamp these in just Memento Black, just to make that really pop out. So let's go ahead and stamp our thanks. And I'm just going to stamp it kind of right there. Cute, right? Now, if you noticed, I have a little speck right there. I got a little, did you see that?
No. Morning, Barb.
Oh, Dave didn't notice it, so I'm not going to.
I'm sorry. Barb said she got this set and went, huh?
Yeah. Interested to see, yes. So same, Barb, same thing. I was like, why did I order that? I wish I hadn't got that. But now I'm like, oh, it's so cute. So here's the first card I'm making, just using the circles. So I'm going to put a gem there because I do see that. One thing I had done on a different card, this card actually, which is why I ended up with a circle down here, is I've stamped off a little bit here. Well, that ink is still wet, so when I turn this over to put adhesive on, I get it on my card. So there, I just forget that if I stamp over, it's also going to get on the mat. So.
Morning, Trudy.
Hi, Trudy. Look at all, you're up and going. Good for you. All right. And so that's our Calypso Coral. This is my Pale Papaya. Grab my bone folder. And this one I cut in a bit further because there's not a lot on here, right? So I cut it in just a ½ inch on both sides. There we go. And it would look cute with a little black mat as well. Now, I'm going to add some gems, and one thing I brought my whole little storage over here so I can pick and choose from my gems. I want diamonds. Diamonds are a girl's best friend. Oh, no, I think I'm going to use this one. Okay, these are Artistry Blooms. Those are like perfect for this, for the sequins. Or the sequins are perfect for this card. I still have prizes around me. I'm trying to move out of the way. So, of course, one's going to go right there. I think I'm going to use this Calypso Coral color. Boom. What smudge? I don't see a smudge. Put one there. And we'll grab one more and put it like down there. Cute, right? Look how cute that is. Cute-cha. That's a Hawaiian thing. Cute-cha. And any colors. So here's one thing I was thinking I would love for you to do. Put one of your favorite color combinations in the chat. I have 2 more cards I'm going to show you, but put your favorite in the chat and we'll pick one and make a card with it. Okay, so there's card number 1. Card number 2 is this one. Using just some different bright colors. What a fun little card that is. So let's go ahead and make this one. And I'm going to start with my polished pink. So the colors I'm using on this one are Pool Party, Pumpkin Pie, and Polished Pink. You can see these are the older ones. For me, it's fine. The newer ones are flat. I was going to say so. Oh, and the reason I have R and S is because they're reals and subtles. That helps me when I clean up to put them away, so I know where they go. All right, back to my pad. I'm going to start with the pumpkin pie, and as I ink it, can you see that how the inside is still? This is why the older pads are not quite as good as the newer ones, because the newer ones are foamier. So I'm going to stamp that right there, and then I'm going to take the circle, just the outside circle, and stamp it off a little bit. All right, next color, that's the orange. I need this. What's up? Sometimes I see Dave looking and I'm like, what am I doing wrong? Nothing. I'm going to use polished pink. Do you see what happened on that one too? Let me show you how to clean that. So when that happens, because if I stamp like right here, that dark color is going to come off onto my stamp. But what I can do is I can very easily take a wet wipe and pick up that color and get the color, the dark color that I put on there by mistake, off. And then you could go back with a re-inker and ink it up, and then you won't get that dark color. So there you go. That was a free tip for you this morning. Okay, next color, I'm going to stamp just right there, and pretty pattern. I think that's from my wet wipes. And let's put this one here. And it's a pattern, so it doesn't really matter.
Morning, Carrie.
Hi, Carrie. This next one I'm going to stamp off one time, and then I'll stamp it on. So let's stamp that off. Oopsie. Do you see that? No, I got to ink it more. All right, so let's re-ink that a little bit more. Stamp it off. I did it again. Do you know why? Because I'm not on the pad. So let me grab a scrap paper.
But for the stamping off, isn't that enough?
I'm going to stamp off. Stamp there. Probably. I'm going to stamp it a little more. I don't like that. It's okay. All right. And again, I'm going to put a little circle. It'd be fun to make the Olympic rings with this.
Yep.
The last one is Pool Party. That pink is really kind of pink and pink, but that's okay. Maybe I'll make this one darker. Ooh,
No,
not
no,
that.
no.
Okay, we'll just keep going. I'm building up to my favorite, just in case you're wondering, my favorite colors. So this one is Pool Party, and I cased this, that's copy and steal everything, from Dina Rica. Woo! I was just perusing some things last night and landed on this and was like, oh, love it. Because like Barb, I was like, what am I supposed to do with this? I'm going to put it down there. Okay, fun. Now I'm going to pick in black.
Does anyone else see the Hungry Caterpillar?
That's awesome. I'm sure they do. Can you take this prize out of my space? Thank you. All right, we are going to grab one of these. How about, oh, dare I say it? Hello, friend. I'll just say it normally. How can you, though? Hello, friend. All right.
I don't even know where you got that.
I'm telling you, I got it from Laverne, even though Laverne says she did not say it, but she did. Okay. Let's go ahead and stamp. I'm going to stamp the bold friend first. Can you see it's not all the way inked? I want to make sure I get it all the way inked. And if it didn't ink all the way, I would go back and use a marker and just add some ink here. So let's get that straight.
Well, and if you're ever worried about if you're going to get something inked enough,
Nice.
if you use your Stamparatus, that way you can easily re-stamp it if it comes out a little light the first time.
Always thinking that, David Schmid. How fun is that? And with the card, I'm going to use the polished pink as a background. Remember, we're going to take it off the mat so I don't smudge on it. Cover up my black. Okay. Oh, still have extra rehearsal dinner. I think this is the last set because, you know, I made extras and I'm like, well, our cardstock is good enough. I can still use it. Love that. All right, so there's our polished pink. Here is our Pool Party. There we go. Like to use that bone folder, but isn't that cute? And then of course we're going to put some bling on it to make it even cuter. This time, I think we could probably use the same because this Pool Party is in these sequins also. So I'm going to use that. Drop one right there. Maybe over here. And somewhere here. There we go. Isn't that cute? On the last one, I'll probably do that. I'm going to add a little, this one I added a little bit of the splatters. This splatters because there was a smudge. But how fun! Nobody knows that. So.
All right, before Lisa makes her next one, I just want to show you something. Frequently when you're wondering, what color combinations can I do? If you look at the color combinations that are in our accessories, frequently there's combinations there that you wouldn't naturally think of. And so like today, Lisa's using the Artistry Blooms gems. And you know, those colors you may or may not think go together. But when you look at the ones that they've put together in the different accessory packs, it gives you some ideas of different colors you can put together. So if you're ever wondering, I want to use this, what should I go with? Just look at the accessories. Frequently you'll find some great ideas there.
Thank you. Awesome. Thanks, Dave. All right. So isn't that so fun? I love it. I love it. Add a little splatters. Don't add splatters. Either way, it's cute. Great idea, Dave. I think Sandy is your biggest fan, not my biggest fan. not mine, but yours. All right. Or a splatter on that one. Okay. Moving on to my favorite. These are my colors. These are my colors, friends. I don't know what your favorite colors are, but when I open this, when I see this, it makes my heart happy. My whole classroom are these colors. Because when we were designing my classroom, thanks, Sandy. We were designing my classroom. Dave said, "Well, what colors bring you joy? Because you're going to be here every day." I was like, teal and lime green. Lime green's my favorite color. So let's go ahead and make this one. Now this one, we have a couple different things going on here, right? We've got the happy, 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 and we've got the colors here. So I am using, on this one, these colors. Let's get them all going the same direction. So these are the colors I'm using: Granny Apple Green, Coastal Cabana, Bermuda Bay, and Pacific Point. Pacific Point is that darker one. All right, let's go ahead. Still using just the circles. I could use, this is where I'm like, just stick with what I really made and think it's really pretty. Oh, need my mat. Again, there we go. Is this one no it's not. All right, I'm gonna start with the Pacific Point, and I'm just stamping twice. So I'm gonna stamp on here, and I'm just gonna stamp one more time over there. Wash it off using my chamois. Dare I show you? Look how, it's clean, but wow. To clean this, I run it under water, and I add dish soap to it, and it cleans it pretty well. Kind of have to do that a lot. Okay, now I'm going to Bermuda Bay, the next darkest color, and I don't want them quite stacked up as neatly as they were on my first card, so I'm going to try to be a little more random. Random is not my middle name. Now I'm going to use Coastal Cabana. Barb, are you getting inspired by this stamp set? I totally was inspired by this. And I'm going to go down because I want some green up there. That's my favorite. And green galore. Nope, Granny Apple Green. Wow. Green galore was the other green like this. Granny Apple Green. What a fun color combination. I'm going to overlap that a bit because like I said, I got to have the green. How cute is that? All I did was stamp my little circles. So I'm going to open my ink pads in the order that I want to use them and stamp my happy, even though I'm going to clean between each one. So I've got the Granny Apple, Coastal Cabana, Bermuda Bay, and Pacific Point, like that. So that's the order I want to stamp them, starting from the top and working my way down. So I'm going to grab out of our biggest wish, I want the happy. That says friend, there it is. Happy. Am I the only one who loves this font? I wish I could write like this. I just think it's so pretty. Let's see if that one will fit on there. Yep, that fits. Oopsie. All right, happy, happy, happy. There we go. All right, so I'm going to start at the top and work my way down. It's upside down. There we go. So I'm going to start with the Granny Apple Green. Stamp that. Clean it. I'm going to go into the Coastal Cabana and move it over a little bit. Stamp it. And then the Bermuda Bay. Go back a little bit. And then the Pacific Point. Sorry, it's right by the banner. How fun is that? Love it, love it. And then we'll do the birthday in black, memento black. So again, we want to make sure we ink that up really well. I don't want any white spots. Okay, happy, happy, happy birthday. Ta-da! Okay, anyone else, these colors make you happy? These are totally my colors. So at the beginning, I asked if you had any favorite colors. I'm not done with this yet, but
I've not seen any come in.
I have not seen any favorite colors. Barb, I'm glad you're inspired. I was also, I'll finish this card first, and then I'll tell you what I was also thinking. So, the one I made like this, I did Granny Apple in the background and matted on the Coastal Cabana. This one, I'm going to do Bermuda Bay as my darker color, and I'm going to mat it on. Ooh, I didn't cut that very well. Let's trim that up a little bit more. I'm like, ooh, that did not, I don't know, it just didn't look right, so. Yep, let's add more and then we're good to go. All right. Always good to have a little trimmer nearby. Okay, let's make sure this fits on there. I'm guessing it's not because I'm going to trim it. Yeah, that's okay. That's why we keep a little trimmer nearby. I have a paper cutter in my classroom. I can't imagine anyone not having one. I need one more smidge, sorry. This is the I could like put it, you know, cockeyed, but no. Okay, let's go ahead and stick this on.
Because Lisa likes things straight and orderly.
I do. I do. But so do you. That's funny that he's saying that. He does too. That's not a bad thing. It's just a personality trait.
While Lisa's putting this together, I'm going to make another point. You know, we've been talking about the impressions mat that Lisa's using with the photopolymer stamps. The other thing you can use that for is if you have a die and you want to emboss instead of cut with that die, you can use the impressions mat. And that way you will just emboss that shape. Maybe we'll do that on a Wonder Wednesday to show you what that looks like.
Oh, all right, well, maybe Dave will do that because I don't know what, I'm not familiar with that, Dave. He obviously saw it. Okay, let's put some gems here. Love, love, love our rhinestones because they come in different sizes. And drop that one there. Isn't that so fun?
And those are the rhinestone basic gems.
So, I made this one first, and I did Granny Apple because I was like, oh, that's my favorite color. But I actually like this one a little bit better. I pulled it in a little further so you can see the Coastal Cabana. So, now I will tell you, Barb, what I was thinking. I was thinking, how fun would it be? You could do these stripes, and I was curious if you could overlap them. So, stamp it and then stamp so it comes in between. I don't know. It's worth a try. Also, these you could line up and stamp, and then just stamp a word on top of it. So I am very inspired by these, and I hope you are too. So remember, this you can order with you. This is a free Sale-a-bration set. Where'd the other ones go? Free Sale-a-bration set that you, over there, right here, under my gems. So these are, like I said, these are free. This stamp set is free, and then the Biggest Wish is a super, super stamp set. Aren't those so fun? What a great, okay, that would be like a great gift, just to give to somebody. How cute is that? I kind of like on this one that it's not just 3 triangles. I could add a little more. But, you know, trying to do the less is less. Less is more, whatever. All right. So any of your favorite colors you could use for this. So fun. If you have not signed up for Quick Stamp, make sure you do that. It is coming up, Quick Stamp is coming up on September 9th. I've shown you these before, but here's our cards. Beautiful, beautiful. Some different techniques there you might not know. This can be ordered and sent to you, or you can come live in the studio. Either way, I would obviously love to see you, but at the same time, feel free to sign up. $15. That night when you order, you get $5 off an order of $25. So trying to, if you wonder why, like, wow, there's a lot of specials. Yeah, we are trying to earn the cruise to Western Caribbean. And we have until the end of September to get that done. So kind of praying for a little bit of a miracle and working hard to make that happen. Last thing is the Christmas Card Design Studio is September 18th. If you want some help designing your Christmas cards, please let me know. From 10 to 12, we can do it in person, we can do it virtual. Just charging $5 so I have an idea of who wants to come, and then I'll give you that $5 back on your order. Lastly, we have BOGO. I'll tell you more about that on Monday because I've already given you enough announcements.
I'm going to make one more. Don't forget, Sale-a-bration is still going on, and that's the set that Lisa was using today. So that runs through the end of September. So place your order, get the set that we talked about for free as a part of Sale-a-bration.
Yeah. Yeah, now that I've seen it, like I used it in these cards, I'm like, oh no, that's really, really cute. So, all right, friends, I hope you have a wonderful Saturday. Like the page. Please share it with some friends. Invite somebody to Quick Stamp. Invite somebody to join you. Have a little party. But I would love to stamp some more with you. Have a great weekend. I was looking for my mug, which I did use this morning, but I'll just hold it and pretend. Happy stamping.